Hey guys, back to Matchstick again for more ISS Vanguard. We briefly explored Matchstick last time, and we've decided to come back again and investigate more. It sounds like from the last time we came here that our end goal is probably going to be fully exploring this section down here. So we're not going to spend a lot of time gathering resources. We don't know what our mission is, our main mission is at this point. So we're gonna find that out, but we're gonna try to conserve our supplies as much as possible. We're gonna use the Pelican today, so that gives us 9 supplies, and with our secure containers, we get another supply, so that puts us at 10. So hopefully we have more. I don't know what's gonna happen during the landing phase though, because the landing cycle is a lot longer on the Pelican, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the atmosphere as we're trying to land. So I think the only thing left to do is to dive in, and so it looks like we go to 417.
I'm sending coordinates of the area where the oxygen levels dropped due to recent fires. Be prepared for extreme turbulence and low visibility. Good luck away, team.
Okay, here we go. We gotta roll a danger die. We don't have 5 navigation and 5 whatever that is. We don't have it. Okay, so we place it on the S, and off we go. Roll the danger die. Here we go. 2. Turbulence. Alright, stabilize. Return 2 random equipment cards to the armory, or ignore. Each crew member must spend 5 die reduced by maneuverability. Maneuverability is 0. Oh my gosh. 5 dice? We'd have to immediately rest. So that's gonna be 2 supplies, so basically, yeah, geez, 2 random equipment cards. Let's do 2 random equipment cards. Yikes, that is not good. Alright, so we're gonna lose the medevac drone, oh no, and the dehydrated supplies. Dang it, gain 2 supplies and return this card to the armory. Shoot. Okay, well, that stinks. So we're gonna stabilize. I've got really bad glare on my iPad. Okay, progress the landing track. Roll the danger die. So on the high atmosphere, as we just entered the atmosphere, there's turbulence, and we basically knock 2 pieces of equipment out of place, and it gets destroyed up against the wall. 4. Oh, optimal trajectory. Is your maneuverability 4 or more? No. Progress the landing track. Okay. All right. 2 again, so I think more turbulence. Oh no, so we're gonna have to lose 2 more random equipment or spend 5 dice. I think we're gonna, yikes. Ugh, like I don't wanna, let's lose 2 more equipment. I think that's what we're gonna do. Ugh, this is not good, just 2 on top. All right, so we're gonna lose zip line or automated protective nano foam. Yuck. Okay, we're gonna stabilize. Okay. Progress the landing track. We've not landed yet. Roll the danger die again. Oh, this is a 1. Flash fire. Great. Each crew member gains the burned injury or lose 5 supplies reduced by navigation. So it'd be 3. So we lose 2 supplies. I think we're gonna both gain the burned injury. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we gain dice. Okay, progress. One more time. flash fire again. We're gonna lose 5 supplies reduced by navigation. So we're gonna lose 5 minus 3 is 2, so we're gonna lose 2 supplies. Yuck. Okay, we've successfully landed. Roll a d10. 8. 5 to 9. Find mission M42. Cowering sprouts. Shy saplings surfaced recently, but they immediately reacted to our landing and began to submerge again. Vanguard wants us to intercept. Catch the sprout. You may perform this action only in a sector with a sprout.
Science section wish list. Entry by crew member number 325.
I would love to put my hands on the rare species from Matchstick. It's just wonderful how life adapted to flee from sudden air combustions. And of course, the planet's coordinates were found in the eye of the void, so it's just natural to research them.
Wish signed by 79% of science section members.
Okay. Place card P130 on top of any cards in Sector 2. Okay, Ashfield. Alright, looks like Sectors 1 and 8 get sprouts. Oh, okay. Alright, and this says open the shipbook to page 24 and begin planetary exploration. So we don't have to. It didn't say anything about us landing here. I'm assuming that that's where we need to land, though. Oh, yeah, place lander in Sector 2. Missed that part. All right, our Pelican lands in Sector 2. All right, so a brief description. Most of this planet is overgrown with thick quilt of moss, troubled by raging flash fires resulting from oxygen-saturated atmosphere. Preliminary scans indicate interesting finds underground. Since this area was burning not so long ago, the oxygen level is low enough to land here without the risk of combustion. The card should always be on top, so we can gain a strange flora and a mineral lead here, but our main objective is going to be harvesting these sprouts. It says when there are no more sprouts on the planet board, go to log 234. So it looks like we have a limited time to catch them. So maybe we need to do that first, and then I think we can move down to here, because I think that's going to be our end goal. I'm guessing we're going to have an optional mission after this that takes us down here, just like before, I'm assuming. But with that, I guess let's dive in. Let's do. So what do we need? A green, or 2 green and a blue, or a DNA to catch these guys. So both people have plenty. Oh, okay, we can do it with job too. So, all right. Also with job, I want to mention real quick, we've got an optional mission, individual objective. If we gain a live specimen or a mineral lead, we progress the objective. It looks like if we get 8 technically, then we can gain his individual objectives. So with mineral and live specimen leads, I think there's a lot of them here. So hopefully we can get that done. We can hold 8 technically discoveries, so that'll be handy as well. So I think Gong Shun is going to go first, and they're going to move here. So we roll the danger die. Nothing. With B, nothing is nothing. Perfect. That's their first action. Then I think their second action is going to be try to catch this sprout. Should we just do a DNA and a wild and conserve our dice? I think so, because we can. Oh yeah, we need to draw section cards too. Let's see if maybe we can get something where we can reroll a green. So we're gonna get. Okay, move 1 lead token from any discovery deck to any other discovery deck. That's recompiling work, or respite. We can re-roll any die, so that will be handy. And then Jop, let's draw his real quick. Oh, and I need to move the equipment out too, so let me do that as well. Stroke of Inspiration, we can re-roll blue, or Dodge, we can re-roll green. So that'll be handy as well for this. And let's distribute our leftover equipment. So we're gonna get med pack for each of them. And then we got stasis suit and stimulants. Let's just give the stasis suit to Gong, and Jop is gonna get the stimulants. And then also Jop has the mapping mind drones. During the dice check, you may place this card in the roll pool of any crew member in your sector, including yourself. Add compass and a DNA or a green die to the roll pool. So that'll be nice, especially to catch these. So maybe we'll have Jop move and automatically catch that one next time, so we don't have to worry about it. And then Gong has the bioanalyzer. Oh, which that actually would work too. During the dice check, you may place this card in the roll pool of any crew member in your sector, including yourself. So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, we need global conditions as well. Boy, we suck at this. All right, here we go. Oops. All right, good conditions, great. Draw one section card on a Vanguard. Okay. All right, so I think what we're gonna do for Gong's second action is we're gonna do the bioanalyzer, and we're gonna keep our wild, and then there's nothing else to do in here. So yeah, I think so. It's gonna automatically catch this guy, no matter what we roll on here, unless it's an accident, right? Yeah. So we have to roll one die. So we're gonna have to roll the injury die. So maybe we roll a red, because it's not gonna matter. We're gonna have a DNA no matter what. Yeah. So let's do that. Oh no. Oh yeah. So this is the drop. It doesn't matter for the burn, so that goes there. We get an accident, but we're going to use respite and re-roll that die. So it's a standard success. Perfect. And then yeah, so we're not going to be able to use this for anything that I know of. Perfect. And then we are going to use the bioanalyzer to automatically get a DNA, which places the sprout on this card. Perfect. Okay, and that's our second action. Oh yeah, hold on, and also we shouldn't have rolled that injury die because we are in a leaf sector, so we're gonna have to remember that for the stasis suit as well. But I'm wondering, should we go ahead and just heal up? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna use a green die, spend a green die to go ahead and med kit, so we get rid of the die but not the card. And we're gonna do the same thing with Jop. We're gonna spend a green die to get rid of our injury die. Okay. We can also use our emergency broadcast system to gain 2 supplies if we want to. Let's hold off because Jop only has 1 charge, and it's to spend 1 charge to assist with any number of dice instead of 1. After the dice check, return these dice to the available pool. So that might be helpful later on. I'm wondering if we should split up. Let Gongshun collect the last specimen, the sprout specimen, and then yeah, because we got a couple rounds at the very least before we do that. So either way. Gong's last action is done, so he's got to draw an event card. Oh, and we forgot the rank ups. Dang it. Boy, I'm forgetting absolutely everything this time. So we're going to draw 2. All right. Anytime during planetary exploration, we can study a pressure anomaly. Do we have a lot of those biomes? We've got a couple, but not a lot. It'd be here, or here, or here, or here. I guess we have quite a few. Or anytime during planetary exploration, flip this card if each crew member has at least 7 discarded section cards. Remember that was really hard to do last time. So let's do this one. We need shield plus DNA plus computer. Oh man, that's gonna be hard too. Let's try to do the discard one again and see what happens. Then we draw an event. Leaf. No leaf. So we just progress all time tracks by 1. So this gets progressed, this gets progressed, and that's it right now. All right, Jop's turn. Yeah, I think we're gonna split up. So Jop is gonna move here. We're gonna have to spend 2 dice. Let's spend a blue and a red for no reason. Probably that blue's gonna come and kick me in the butt later. Let's go to 245 though.
Wow. What's happening, guys? Nothing, really. It's just the vegetation here. You should see it. It really is breathtaking.
Okay. Replace the POI in the sector with P140. Hanging gardens. Colorful garlands of meaty leaves hang from stone shelves and dip into murky puddles. We can examine the leaves. Ooh, we can gain 3 stage flora leads if we get a DNA and a science. We'd have to get a DNA and a Vanguard. And we have to do it a couple times. And we have to use a green and a blue, of course, to do that. To just progress it normally. And a danger die. Okay, so that was our first action. I mean, do we try? Do we try? We can automatically get a DNA with these mapping mine drones, a DNA and a compass, or a green die. Let's keep the mapping mine drones, and maybe let's roll these 2 die. What do we think about that? What are our thoughts? We can re-roll a green or a blue. Let's do it. Let's just see what happens. What's the worst could happen? Okay, accident and a Vanguard. Let's use dodge to re-roll a green. Hope we get a DNA. Yes. All right. So DNA and a Vanguard equals that. So we progress this time track by 1. These get spent. Beautiful. So that was his second action. So now we have to draw an event card. Secret tunnels. But we don't have anything matching. So this gets progressed. This gets progressed. Oof. We have 1 chance to grab these sprouts before this time track goes. But yeah, let's do it. Let's have Gong do it. So Gong's gonna move here. He's gonna roll the danger die. 1, and it's B. 1 means lose 1 supply. That stinks. Okay, well that's done. Oh, you know what? Nope, we can't do it. I was gonna say there's a forecast, but that's an event, not a danger die. So now what? So now we're gonna try to catch this guy. Gotta catch them all. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do 3 die. Let's do that. Then for sure we'll get it. And we'll just hope we don't get an accident. Yeah, or should we just do this and hope we get 1 Vanguard? I mean, we're increasing the chances of getting an accident. Yeah, so, and it looks like this is immediate, so we'd progress all time tracks by 1. So this would go here, we'd read that log before we did anything. So maybe we just roll these 2. Let's do it. Let's give it a try. Come on, please, no accidents. Oh no. Yep. Roll the dice, modify the results. We can't check for dice combinations. Nope. Resolve injury or danger die. Nope. Resolve special effects. Special effects is an accident. Well, that's not good news at all. Oops. So it looks like we have to go to 202 first. So this goes here, this goes here. So let's discard this condition. Okay, so now a swarm. With fires dwindling, swarms of plant-devouring insects appear in the area. We have DNA. You gain 2 live specimen leads, roll the danger die, and add it to your roll pool. Now this, so now we go to log 202.
MS plant tissue experiment number 3.
After a certain amount of exposure to vibrations, the tissue rapidly contracts. If it were a part of a plant, the plant would immediately cower, protecting its vulnerable parts.
Move each sprout that is still on the planet board once from sector 7 to the box and from 1 to 3. So the sprout moves here. Bummer. But I guess, do we catch it then? I'm confused. So this gets spent immediately, right? But we got a DNA, so the dice would go then. I mean, rules as written, I would say we would get it. But in the narrative, we don't, right? We retreated into the ground and moved on. So I think that we don't get it. Even though I think the rules as written, I think we should, but I don't think we do. So we have a DNA that's unused. So I think what we can do is we can do this: gain 2 live specimen leads, roll the danger die. So let's do that. Let's roll the danger die. 1, and it is a, boy, this is so small. C. 1 is lose a die. So we're a gong, so we're going to spend a die. So we're going to spend a die. Then we can gain 2 live specimen leads. 1, 2. Okay, so and it says here for Jop, during your turn, each time you gain any number, during your turn. Oh, dang. Okay, well that doesn't help us. But we gain live specimen leads, we get 1 and a 0 plus 1 card. So Gong draws a card. We get dodge, so we can reroll a green die. That would have been helpful, I don't know, just now. So that was his first action. For the second action, let's just move. Let's move down here. So we spend 2 die. Draw an event card. It's like rock formation, we don't, so we progress all time tracks by 1. And that's the end of Gong's turn. So should we have Jop try to gain some more? So I think we're gonna have to have him rest. So he's gonna get 5 dice back, so he gets all of his dice. And then a DNA plus a science or a green and a blue. Should we just do this? And hopefully we get a Vanguard and a science. Maybe we should do this. We can re-roll a blue. Let's roll this. Okay, so the accident doesn't do anything, but we can use Stroke of Inspiration to re-roll this blue, and hopefully we get a Vanguard. Okay, well, no. So we can spend this. Oh, actually, this works. We can spend these 2 die, because it doesn't matter what roll is on it. We can spend those 2 die to progress the green track, at least. And then we can use this DNA to gain 2 live specimen leads, and actually we will get this, so 1, 2, and we roll the danger die. Nothing, perfect. Okay, so we gain 2 more live specimen leads. 1 and 2. All right, so another 1 and another 0 plus 1 card. So we get a card for Jop. Oh, and we rested, so we should have got another card as well. Dang it. So we could have re-rolled the blue again. It's too late. So we actually get those anyway, so that helps towards my individual objective. Oh, and we could have done our mapping mine drones. That wouldn't have helped either, really. Okay, so that was his first action. And then his first action was rest, second action was examine. So now we go draw an event card. All right, we don't have any matching, so we progress the time track. Oh no, we're gonna be in the same spot again. Okay, reset. Gong is gonna go. Gong is gonna rest, so we spend supply. We get 5 dice back, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we gain a card. Okay, so now we got 2 dodges. So let's get rid of recompiling work, and now we can reroll 2 green die. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this for the second action. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to roll these, and hopefully we do not get an accident. For the love. Okay, 1 Vanguard, 1 accident. We're going to use dodge to reroll the accident. Okay, a DNA and a Vanguard. So we can use the Vanguard as a DNA. So then we catch the sprout, and then we can use this DNA to gain 2 live specimen leads. So 2, and it is C, so it's nothing. So that's good. Gain 2 more live specimen leads. 1, okay, and then 2. Ah, shoot. Because you can apply them in any order. Dang it. Yeah, that sucks. So we're not optimal here. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the 3 on there, then we lose all of these. So we were so close. We only needed 1 and we got 3. Dang it. So all those do not go back in the bag. This one goes back in the bag. That was a costly specimen discovery. So we get telepathic toward, and then this is going to go on top. Ship management, when unloaded, move research project R11 telepathy into the awaiting envelope. If present, then remove the discovery from the game. Oh man, that is awesome. Okay, I'm definitely going to be doing that if I survive this. Okay, so we've gotten our sprouts. So let's go to log 234.
Science section log 2789.
What's most startling, the samples don't resemble anything known from our world. Even the structure, though in principle not that different to DNA, is composed of different proteins. There's no imprint of the divine coordinates, indicating the life here was not created by the builders. This is perhaps the first time we've met life that's not our distant genetic cousin. It's also interesting how some of the plants, if we can name them plants at all, have advanced motoric tissues similar to animal muscles, as well as nerve plexuses that seem to serve as memory storage.
Interesting. Gain 2 success. Awesome. 1 strange flora discovery. So we get traveling moss. During planetary exploration, during the dice check, you may place this card on the roll pool of any crew member in your sector, including yourself. Add a compass, a red plus a green to this roll pool. After the dice check, discard this card. Okay, cool. Okay, find mission M41 and place it in the slot on the planet board. Okay, optional mission, Moss Heart. Our mission is simple. Scout the heart of the green plant. Our recordings indicate it conceals something important. So yeah, we gotta reach sector with the V. Perfect. Okay, good. That's what I was planning was gonna happen. So we've moved, we've rested. Did we rest already? And then our second action was, yeah, rest. Second action was capture that. So okay, so now we draw an event card. Trackers. Okay, we don't have any matching icons, so we got progress the time tracks. There's only that one, so this gets discarded. And we get geothermal eruptions now. So if we get a pickaxe, we gain a mineral lead. Okay, and then travel Looks to be about the same. 1 die. Okay, so that's the end of Gong's turn. Good. So now Job's turn. So his first action. So I wonder if we should continue to try to examine these leaves. I think what we're going to do though is we're going to go ahead and use a charge each, and we're going to gain 2 leads, 2 supplies in the emergency broadcast. So that gets discarded. We'd almost need to rest though. We'd have to rest basically. Maybe that's a better idea. Let's use this. Let's do stimulants. Roll the danger die. Then each crew member in your sector refreshes 3 dice. So let's go ahead and do that. That does not do an action. Danger die. Which danger die do we need to roll? It's like A. Oh no. One is spend a die. 2 is gain the wounded entry. Oh no. So gain the wounded injury. Gain an injury die. Ooh man, this is the first time we've gotten 2 injuries on somebody. That's not great. Oh, we didn't rest. Okay. All right. So now we can do it, right? Let's do this, and this. We can reroll a blue or a red. So we want to ensure that we get this. So maybe we get a red too, and maybe we can do it double. Maybe we can get lucky. So let's roll all those. No, we got to roll our injury die as well. Okay. So we got a DNA and a Vanguard, so that's 1. And then we can reroll a red using Catch a Breath. So let's do that. Nothing. And then we can reroll a blue, but is that going to really help us? And we could now do our mapping drones, and then reroll the blue die and hope for a Vanguard. I just want to get this done so we can move on. So that's spent. Oh, we have got this guy triggers are wounded, so we have to spend a die. So let's do this. This has progressed. Oop. Let's do it. Stroke of inspiration. We reroll the blue die. We're gonna put our mapping mine drones in. Yes, a Vanguard. Oh my gosh. So we get a DNA and a Vanguard, so that progresses this again. And then the other red die doesn't do anything. We have spent almost all of our equipment that we have available to us. So now we gained 3 strange flora leads. So this is, live specimen or mineral. Dang it. Strange flora leads. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, nice. Okay. So we get a charge. So that's nice. And then these all go away, and we gain a strange flora discovery. Edible rootstock. During planetary exploration, you may discard this card to gain 2 supplies. Ooh, that might be really handy later on. But this gets done, and then we go to log 246.
Field Research Journal 278C.
Nothing happened when we cut, warmed, cooled, or exposed the plant matter to various agents. By nothing, I mean we got entirely expected results. The leaves dripped sap or burned. But when we applied electricity to our samples, I apologize for the unprofessional language, they exploded with a blaze of colors. Veins started to glow. Spiracles opened wide, and unknown organisms similar to nematodes squeezed out in an attempt to escape the hostile environment.
Whoa. Interesting. Gain the success token. Nice. So we have 3 now. So we can technically do this. Replace the card in your sector with P000. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot. I was supposed to roll the danger die. So let's roll the danger die again. And it's going to be C. 2 is nothing. So, okay, good. I noticed that while I was listening to the audio. So that was his first action, was doing that, right? So then his second action could be move. Move down here. So we roll a die. So we have to roll our wounded die, I guess, right? With moving. And then move to a connected sector. So no accident. And then we line up our drop with our wounded injury, and we move. We have to spend a die. So looks like that's good. So we move successfully. That was our second action. We're going to draw an event card. Nothing happens. Do not progress any time token. No hazards. We're making good progress in good time. Nice. Okay. Perfect. So next round. So should we have Gong start heading down this way? I think so. So we're gonna go move here. So we have to roll a die. I'm just gonna roll. Let's roll a blue die. Oop, that's off. Okay, there we go. Standard success, so nothing happens. We move. We go to 245. Is carnivorous thickets in this sector? No.
Away team, exploration report MI-13.
The cave is no different from others we've already seen. The only features worth mentioning are a deep pond and a cluster of large vines that grow out of it. We also see an elliptical shape beneath the surface. We're moving closer to investigate. Oh damn! It's moving toward us! Run!
Great. Place card P001 on top of any cards in this sector. So we get nothing important. Place the carnivorous thicket standee in this sector. Great. So we get the carnivorous thicket, which is here. And it says long tendrils hover above the ground, dripping with thick sap and poison. Using brute force isn't an option here. This threat cannot be moved in any way, so we can wither it. If we get an accident or a strength, we progress the red track. If we get a DNA or xenology or 3 red, which is impossible without assisting, we can progress the green track. So, okay, well that's fantastic. So I think that was his first action to move. I think his second action is just gonna be move. Let's just move on. Let's move down here. Let's just get out of the way of this crazy, weird carnivorous thicket. So we need to spend a die. Nothing, we don't get an accident, so we move on. And we've moved, that was our second action. So now, draw an event card. We don't line up icons, so we progress all time tracks by 1. So now carnivorous thicket gets vicious tendrils. Each crew member in the sector with carnivorous thicket or in a sector connected to the sector with carnivorous thicket rolls a danger die and spends a die. Oh no. Oh no. So first off, Gong will spend a die and roll a danger die. It's 1. And we're looking at D. Looks like D is nothing, right? Boy, my old eyes, guys. D. Okay. Oh no, we're doing vicious tendrils. Whoops. Each crew member in the sector with carnivorous thicket or in a sector connected to the sector with carnivorous. Okay, no, I was right. So we're doing, it's danger A then. So A, we spend a die. Oh no. How about this? This is kind of going too far. Like maybe we've gone too far for this, but we're still kind of in the learning phase. So let's do this. So let's pull this back and let's use a charge from Gong, because we just, spend 1 charge to discard an event card you just drew without resolving its text. go. So now we don't have to do that. All right, fantastic. That's kind of cheating. I kind of feel bad about that, but I think we're okay. We haven't, oh yeah, so this card goes back. We haven't completely resolved it, so I think we're okay. Sure, whatever. I'm playing by myself. I can do what I want, I guess. Nobody's really watching, so it doesn't matter anyways. All right, gong's done. Jop. Jop is gonna have to rest. So we recover 5 dice. I really don't know what we're gonna need, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't seem like strength is the right thing to do around here, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so that's our first action is rest. Oh, we get a card. We're gonna get dodge, so we can reroll a green. We have 4 cards on our discard and 3 cards on our discard here, so we might get there. And then I think we're gonna move for his second action. We're gonna move here. So we do, let's see, we roll a die. Okay, nothing, so we move. Oh, we're supposed to roll the wounded die, I think. Nothing lines up, so that's good. Okay. So we've moved, so now we're gonna go to log 289.
Personal journal 181F.
When I entered the cave, leaving all the greenery behind, I felt like I was entering an ancient cathedral. Stalagmites resembled columns. Lichen looked like bleached frescoes, and fractured ground brought to mind old tiles. At the end of this stood a gate, a magnificent portal, covered in sedimentary rock, but with the builder's marks still visible. It was a truly religious experience.
Ooh, that's cool. Place card P133 in this sector. Stone Gate. An ancient door covered with a mineral crust. It resembles builder's technology. Tinker with the door. We need a computer, or 2 blue, or a strength, or 2 red to just progress the green track. Okay. So we can't do either one because we've used our other red, and we need a computer to do it. Okay. Are you in Brimstone? No. Are you on Matchstick? Yes.
Read this? We're...
Say again, Team 1. We are losing your signal.
We're underground. We found... near the gate. It's another steel. The place is safe enough to take our time and study it.
It's your call, Team 1. Our Xeno section is dying to get their hands on this thing. But if you're running low on supplies...
Okay. So...
Top secret. Project Birthright. Founding document. Excerpt.
While the builder's message that ISS Vanguard received at the Eye of the Void was far from obvious, it did seem to encourage us to visit all the nearby worlds capable of supporting life, to look for what builders called our tribe. We now suspect each of these coordinates has a habitable planet, and each of these planets has a stele, an obelisk left by the builders. The study of these obelisks is our only chance of understanding the message and our purpose. Therefore, it should be Vanguard's top priority. Dr. Sarah Corey, ISS Vanguard Chief Researcher.
I think we have heard that before. You will go to the Project Birthright diagram and trace a line from any of the filled points to a round point of your choice. Fill the chosen point and go to the log indicated next to it. A line that has a tech level requirement, you can only trace it. Okay. Cool. Okay, so there's a central glyph, there's a gravitational anchor, or we can go to steel material. Let's do central glyph.
Top secret. Project Birthright. Research log 1A.
The semantic analysis of the glyphs so far reveals little. While we're certain they convey some sort of information, we lack any comparative material, any real foothold to start deciphering the language. Based on our discoveries from Pellucid and other visited worlds, we believe each stele may be devoted to one concept, one topic, related to the shape of its central glyph. This central theme seems to somehow influence the civilizations that developed in the shadow of each stele. However, more detailed studies will only be possible when we gather enough inscriptions for comparison, or another sample of builder writing.
Okay. Gain a success. Oh man, we are mounting the successes. We got 0 last time. Perfect. Okay, so now if we are low on material, we can GTFO, but I kind of want to tinker with the door. So that was our first action. Boy, that was a big first action. So this optional mission is complete now. So that's good. I want these unique discoveries. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Jop. So we just need a computer. So maybe we just roll this, and then we can re-roll it with dodge, and hope we get a Vanguard. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be really hard to do. Yeah, let's do it. Yes, okay. This does not match anything, so it goes away. And then we get a Vanguard, so we progress the yellow track. Perfect. Okay. So that was our last action with him. Let's draw an event card. Yes, suit tear. Move 1 die and lose 1 supply, or gain a wounded injury. We do not want another wounded injury, so I guess we're gonna spend a die, but we need the blues. So spend green die and lose 1 supply. Yikes. That's not good. Okay, so now it's Gong's turn. So yeah, I think what we can do is we can assist, right? I think we can assist each other and get through it quicker. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move. So we roll a die. Let's roll this blue. Yes, let's roll the, no. Yeah, no, let's roll the blue. An accident, oh no. We don't have any re-rolls. So we roll the danger die. Fantastic. And it is B, looks like. So gain a wounded injury. Oh my gosh. Oh no. We're getting beat up here. So we get a die with that too. So we want to do this one. Okay, but we moved. Did I just do, how do I have 8 die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I used his die. Oops, I should have used their die. Oh no. Okay, well let's just say I got an accident, okay? Yeah, okay, so we spent this die. I don't want to re-roll. That seems like cheating again, but okay, so that's the first action. And then second action is gonna be, it's gonna be rest, right? 4, we have 5 dice back, and we need red for sure. We need blue for sure. That's 3. Let's do 4 and 5. Let's do that. So that's the second action. I think that's where I'm at here. Draw an event card. Oh no. Let's see. No. Oh, thank goodness. It was going to be a suit fracture. But we progressed time track. Progressed this time track. Or, okay, well that's not too bad. Vicious tendrils. Connected sector. It's not connected. I think we're good. Okay, there we go. Now what? So that was Gong's turn. So now Jop's gonna go. Jop is gonna roll his wounded injury, roll a blue, and then Gong is going to assist with a blue. Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Here's this roll. Here's this roll. Okay. So we spin both the blues to progress the yellow track. Then this does not match anything, so that goes back here. Okay, so that's his first action. And then second action, rest. So we're gonna get 5 dice back. So we need blue, red, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was the second action. Wish there was a better way to track. It's hard when you're playing single player to remember exactly where you're at, and I need to just pay attention more, I think is the problem. But okay, draw an event card. Does not line up, so we progress time tracks. So vicious tendrils again. So any connected sector or in the sector, we're good. Okay, so now it's a new round. All right, so now I think what we're gonna do is we just need one computer. So let's start with Gong, and we're gonna roll this. So then we can progress no matter what. This might give us another computer. So let's do that. Okay, 2 accidents, which I don't think matter, and that's 1 computer. So okay. So actually what we can do, oh no, we can't. So, oh, we rested, didn't we? I think we forgot to draw a card, and he rested too, so let's draw a card. Second chance, during a roll check, we roll any number of green die, and then we get comparative analysis. Before and after action, discard 1 charge to gain 2 lead tokens of any type. I was just hoping that there's something that we can do to optimize this. It doesn't look like, oh, we've got dodge. We have dodge still. So let's re-roll the green die. Okay, there's a Vanguard. So we can do 2 computers, which progresses this twice. There, okay. Accident doesn't do anything. So we gained 3 alien tech leads. I think I'm doing this right. If not, feel free to yell at me. So 1, 2, 3, of course. Yeah, we gain a charge. And then we're gonna gain a success. Man, we are piling them on. And 2 alien tech leads. 1, oh, 2, and a 2. 1, okay. So this goes here. We gained 3 at this point, so these 2 don't go back in the bag. These do go back in the bag. And we gain an alien tech discovery. Solid superconductor. When unloaded, you may discard this card to place 2 energy in the energy pool. All right, so now we go to log 69. I wonder if we should, before or after an action, discard 1 charge to gain 2 lead tokens of any type, comparative analysis. I think I'm gonna do this. Spend a charge, 2 lead tokens. I think we're gonna do, let's do a live specimen. I wonder how much what do we have here? We'll gather discoveries at home. We've got a lot of live specimens and a lot of strange flora. Strange flora and live specimens, so maybe alien tech. Let's do alien tech. 1, 2, right? Okay. 2 alien tech leads. All right. So then we have 1 action remaining. Oh, we need to go to log 69.
Personal journal.
The door opened. It was made of titanium alloy, and its stone facade found was only a mineral crust that accumulated over the millennia.
Huh.
Behind the gate, the past awaited us. Pristine Builder's Vault, unopened until now.
Oh, cool. Place POI in this sector with card 137. Builder's Vault. Builder's relic from the past, untouched by passage of time. Tinker with machinery. 2 computers and a xenology. I think that might be impossible. Okay, so that's his first action. Gong's first action. And then second action would be rest. So we're down to 2. Oops, 1. Okay. So we're gonna get 2 blues, 2 greens, and then another blue. Sure. Now we draw an event card. Does line up corrosive fumes. Roll the danger die or spend a red and any other die. Let's do that. Spend those 2 die. Yuck. So when we opened that vault, there are some corrosive fumes in there that. All right, Jop. Well, man, we would have to get 3 Vanguards. 3 Vanguards to do this. We could go for broke. We could give one chance, right? Let's roll all of the dice, and then let's leave. Let's do it. Let's give it a try. There's no negative. There's no accidents that could happen here. Let's do it. 3 Vanguards. 1 Vanguard. Let's see. Our wounded does not catch anything. That is not a success. So let's use second chance to reroll a green. Another accident. Ugh. That blows. Man, we were so close. Did we? Oh well. Let's use dodge to reroll the green. Oh! 2 Vanguards! Oh my gosh, we were so close. And we did it. I cannot believe we did it. Oh my gosh. I forgot that there's 2 Vanguards on that. Oh, and I didn't even realize that was the wild card Vanguard. Oh my gosh. Utter luck. Tinker with machinery, we've done it. That was his first action. And we go to log 160. Oh my gosh. Gain a success. Okay. Wow.
Do you have anything from science?
I'm uploading their analysis. You should have it by now.
Give us a moment. So, we were right. This machine should have planted the seed of life on this planet, but it didn't. Should we turn it on? Or do you want us to scrap it and haul it to Vanguard?
Captain's orders are simple. You should...
Oh no. Oh, that is dumb. Oh. So we have turn on the machine, as the builders would have wanted. Take the machine apart, leave the machine alone. Maybe we'll return here later. Turn on the machine as the builders would have wanted. That's scary. I don't know what to do. So the builders are bringing us here. I think we're gonna do what the builders would have wanted. I think so. Let's turn it on.
It works. Not as spectacular as we expected, but it sprayed the surroundings with a rich mix of amino acids and DNA-based bacteria. Builder's life. Our beginnings.
Huh.
Take samples with you. We may learn something new.
Already done. I'm all covered in this stuff.
Great. That's probably not gonna come back and bite us. Gain another success token. Oh my gosh. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 success tokens. Shuffle card S12 situation, illegal drugs from future situations into possible situations. Let's move to possible situations. Discovery's research data leaked from the science laboratories and was used by ill-willed people. Great. Okay. Well, that is cool. So he has one action left. He'll rest again. So he'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 back. It's not going to look like we're going to get his objective, but that's okay. So that's his second action. So now, actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's do 1 red, just in case we have a spread, a little bit of a spread. So let's now draw an event card. Quicksand. The icon does match. Discard 1 card. Oh, we rested, so we would gain a card. Or lose 1 supply, or lose 1 die. I'm going to discard a card during a dice check. Yep, I'm going to lose acrobatics, because that is a lot better than a supply or losing a dice altogether. All right, Gong's turn. Gong is going to move here. So he is going to roll a die. Let's roll this one. Vanguard, that's fine. So he moves, and then his second action. Oh, we're at a new round here. Second action is going to be move up here. Just roll another die. We'll roll this one. Vanguard, we're fine. Okay, so we're up here now. So that's his second action. We're going to draw an event card. A leaf and a mountain. We have it stuck. Lose 1 die or progress all time tracks by 1. Okay, so we would discard this condition, and then we do corrosive spores. Each crew member who is not in the lander sector rolls a danger die or loses a die. So we don't want to do that. So we want to lose a die. That sucks. Okay, well, we're gonna lose this. Oh, you know what? Here, let's do this. I forgot. Keep this step back. Spend 1 charge to discard the event card you just drew without resolving its text. Done. All right, Jop's turn. Jop is going to move. So we're gonna roll this die. Accident, great. So we roll a danger die. This is danger die B. Oh no. This is bad. We gain a wounded injury. We are high probability of dying. And let me make sure. So we get another wounded dice, right? This is down here. So I wonder, do we? Oh, we should have rolled our wound die too here. Oh no, I need to spend a die. So that was the first move, right? And then now we got injured again, so now we got the second die. So that's spent. So let's draw. We're back here now. So let me make sure that there's nothing happens that when we get our third wounded card. Okay, so it looks like it says if a crew member with 3 injuries would gain a 4th injury, the away team is evacuated and planetary exploration ends immediately. Oh, evac log. Okay, so we'd use an evac log. Okay, it says lifting off without all crew members in the lander sector will cause the abandoned crew members to die. Emergency evac saves everyone on the planet board, but is only triggered when a crew member gains a 4th injury. It results in failing the planetary exploration. All non-unique discoveries are lost during the emergency evac. Okay, so we do not want that to happen. So I wonder if we should rest, get a card that we can hopefully re-roll some stuff. I think so. Let's rest. Let's spend our last supply. Yeah, because we only have 1 more movement for Gong. So we're gonna rest, so we're gonna get all of our die back. We can't get this die back because we're not rank 2 when we've put a wounded die in there, so that goes to the spent die immediately. Okay, so that's his second action. And then we're gonna draw an event card. Okay. Avalanche. Lose 1 die, or each crew member in your sector, including you, rolls a danger die, then gain a mineral lead. I think we're going to lose a die, so we're going to lose this one. All right, Gong's turn. I think Gong's going to spend 2 die. Oop, we go here, and his second action, maybe he'll exert. So he's going to lose a die. So let's lose this blue computer. And then we get 5 dice back. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. His first action was move. Second action, I think we're just gonna hang out. So we now draw an event card. Get this low visibility. Lose 1 supply or roll the danger die. Great. And it's A. So 4. A is nothing for 4. Good. Whew. Okay, so now it's Jop's turn. So Jop's gonna move. So he rolls a die. Let's roll. Oh, we rested, so we gained a card. During a dice check, move 1 die from the spent pool to their owner's spent pool to turn 1 other die to the standard success result. So we're gonna roll 2 die. Beautiful. So we're gonna use acrobatics. During the dice check, move any die from your roll pool to your owner's spent pool. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna move this other die to a standard success. Or we could do it the other way either. We could do this and then turn to here. That allows us to move without any issue. So that's our first action. Then our second action, we move up here. Oh, we're supposed to roll our wounded dice too. 2 radiations, all burned. So we had this and this. Roll the dice. Modify the results. So we modified the result by spinning this, spinning this to move this to this. Then check for dice combinations. Okay, and then step 6 is resolve injury and danger die. Shoot. So that means that we now, the radiation side is all standard success results get moved to an exclamation mark result. Then, if it's an exclamation mark result, we have to now roll the danger die. Oh, Jop, why? It's B. Lose 1 supply. Okay, we don't have 1 supply to lose, so I guess that means we don't do anything. I'm gonna go with that. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that was this. And then we're gonna spend 2 die. It doesn't look like we have to roll them to go here. Okay. Then, as a final action, let's roll these 2 die. Oh man, but I don't think it's worth it. Because if we don't get either one of these, then we're going to gain the burned injury. We get a strange flora lead, which it's not going to help us unless we get a 3, which isn't going to happen. So I think at this point, we're going to just lift off. We're both at the landing zone, and before we do anything else, before we chance killing Jop, let's get out of here. So, congratulations, you've completed this planetary exploration. Are you in Everstorm? No? Okay. All right. Cool. That's it, guys. We've successfully made it out of Matchstick. We've turned on the builder's device, which didn't look like it had any far-reaching implications, but except for like drug use, I guess. But cool. I'm going to clean all this up. We're going to do the ship phase next episode. We have tons of success tokens. Oh, let's look at our rank up. Flip this card. If each crew member has 7 discarded cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're so close. I wonder if we forgot a couple rests cards. Dang it, but we didn't get it, so it doesn't matter. We don't get our rank up, which sucks. We also didn't get jobs individual objective, which stinks. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.